Hello, welcome to my channel, dear viewers. My name is NBABets, CEO of NBABets. Today you're here to see the best bets of NBA tonight. A little flex before the start. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, you might ask why I'm wearing this Celtics jersey. Well, I used to be a Celtics fan and they got one ring when I was there. It was like 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, last season, OKC winning it. 2 seasons ago, it was like the Celtics winning it, and I was a fan because KP was traded just there, and when it happened, and he was kind of a big thing in the playoffs. Okay, he was injured for a bit, but he still did a lot for that team. Now he's at Atlanta Hawks, so I'm a Atlanta Hawks fan. Even though these last couple of days I'm going against them, I don't know why, but I'm always Atlanta Hawks fan. I'm just going to be real with you. I won't say my favorites just because they're my favorites, they're gonna win. No, these are real analytics. We're making real money here. So let's go. Okay, if we're looking at the recap of yesterday. So, okay, out of the 7 games, we had 6 wins correct. So that's nice from the predictions perspective. And out of the handicaps, we had a 5 out of 7. And under the overs and unders, 4 out of 7. So it was a pretty good night in predicting wise, in the predicting side of things. But now let's look at the recap here. So recap for our parlay, for our bets, what we predicted. Rockets to win. Cash right there. I have not my soundboard, here. Don't have it. Maybe for next video. Alper Schengen to get 10 plus rebounds. Cash right there. At the start of the game, felt like it's not gonna happen because I think after the first quarter, it was like 1 rebound only for him. Then he started to box out and actually get those rebounds. And then total points, yeah, man. After first quarter for this game, New York Knicks and Brooklyn Nets, you knew it's gonna be over. So there was no hope anymore. But if you didn't put this in a parlay and you put them in separate bets, you're still in pluses, and I'm happy for you. So let's get going now. Alright, let's go with the first game here. That's enough of recapping. Bang for tonight. The first game is going to be a Washington Wizards versus Nets. Detroit Pistons. Pistons are the home team for this one now because we're looking at their game at Philadelphia. First, they played crazy great on first quarter, and the second was just not it. It was a all-around game, but in the end, somehow they clutched the win. So Detroit Pistons winning the last game, and I'm taking them this time again. I took them yesterday. I'm taking them today as well. They're playing at home. I feel still they're a lot better team, especially from what I've seen, than Washington Wizards. So it's a win for Detroit Pistons, and the handicap is a big one. I don't think they'll cover this time. I think it's a plus 11.5. As well, for looking at the over-under, I'm taking the under on 235.5. Let's get into the next game right now. Okay, so next game is Hornets, home team for this one. Los Angeles Lakers away team. And if we look here, it's going to be probably the Lakers. They're a better team. They played really bad against the Atlanta Hawks, and in my heart, I'm happy about it. I predicted the Lakers gonna destroy my team, because it felt like they should be the favorites there. But no, Atlanta Hawks destroyed them like by 22 or something points, like. So I'm happy about Atlanta, as you know. But anyways, pretty bad game from them previously. Uh, I think it's the second game now in a row for them. So even though they lost the one and pretty bad, I feel like they're coming back. It was a bad game for them, but Lakers winning this one. Lakers win them this game away still. And handicap, I think they're not going to be able to score that much difference, So I've taken it plus 8.5 on the handicap. And if we're looking at the under over, it's an under for me on 231.5. And let's look into the next games. Today we have 9 games, by the way. This will be the third game of the 9. And now we're looking at the Orlando Magic home team for this one, taking Portland Trailblazers. And I'm taking Orlando Magic on this one. It's a pretty close game. Still, I'm going with the Magic. I'm going with the minus 2.5. Don't feel like it's going to be OT or something like that. 1 point game, minus 2.5. Pretty safe, I feel like taking it. And under 234.5. 5.5 for me in this one. Okay, let's go in the Heats and Cavaliers game. Heat for home team for this one. Cavaliers are traveling, and it's going to be a shocker for you, but I'm taking this time Heat. I'm taking the Heat in this one. Cleveland Cavaliers have been pretty good this season as well. Like, you would always look at them as to be favorites in this type of game, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Heat have shown that they actually don't have that big of names in their roster, but they can actually pull out these crazy wins. And I feel like Heat is playing home, and this is a pretty good matchup for them to show something. And I feel like Heat is taking this home dub, and as well I'll be taking them if they're taking a dub plus 7.5 handicap. And over under is going to be it's going to be the under. It's a pretty huge over. I don't know why they put that. I don't feel like it's going to go over that. That's crazy, kind of. So I feel like free money on that, pretty much. So taking under on 247.5 points. Okay, and now if we go to the next game, let's get into it right now. So, okay, now we have the Bulls, Chicago Bulls home team, San Antonio traveling to Chicago. San Antonio Spurs are losing in Chicago. Okay, Bambi, all that. They went on a 5-0 streak or something at the start. Uh, nah, I'm good with that. Like, I feel like Bulls, the same as Heat, have shown some games, even though they don't have big names on the roster, that they can actually play well as a team. And I feel like this is the game that they're home and is the best way to show who they are, especially against San Antonio Spurs, against the big name, media name, Wemby, and everything. I feel like Chicago winning this one. So I'm taking Chicago, big upset again, boom, boom, boom. But that's how we roll, We gonna cash those upsets. And Bulls win and plus 4.5 handicaps and under 237.5. Let's get right in the next one. Mavericks versus the Bucks. So Mavericks versus the Bucks. Mavericks at home team, but does it even matter? They play really bad this season, even though they got in Cooper Fly. I've watched their game. It's a mess. It's a whole other mess. Uh, I don't know if maybe AD and Kyrie was playing together. If Kyrie was healthy, then maybe they would make actually some kind of difference. But now with the roster they haven't really clicked. And I don't feel like they're gonna win this one. Bucks winning it. Bucks winning it lost. Bucks lost yesterday against I can't remember now who they played. They lost. It was a pretty close game, but against the Rockets. So we predicted the Rockets will win. Rockets won. We won those bets, and Alpha Singles and all that. But like Bucks played pretty damn well. It was a close game, kinda. Giannis Allen got the free throw line again, but I mean, at least he gets to the free throw line. He's dominant, and I feel like he's gonna dominate this game as well. Almost 40 point for a game for him. Previous didn't happen 4 points, lower 3 points. But other than that, he's getting those 40 points games, and I feel like this could be one of them for him again. So Bucks taking this dub, and as well, I will be going with the minus 2.5 a handicap and that under 229.5 points for me. Okay, now so Suns versus the Bucks. Suns, no, for Suns versus the Pelicans. So Suns, Phoenix Suns, home team. Pelicans, New Orleans, traveling. I'm taking these Suns here. These couple of years, Pelicans haven't been them. I don't know what even can happen. What can change the factor they need better players on the team. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Or they need to rebuild because like it's not haven't been great for them at all these couple seasons. Zion is there. I think like Ingram was there. It was something, but it didn't click. Still, Ingram now not there, and now there's just Zion and some players, but don't feel like they got something, to show this season as well. Phoenix taking this their home team as well. I'm taking Suns, Bucks for Suns. They're playing okay, Devin Booker right there, and he gets those doubles with assists sometimes, from time to time, and yeah, Suns winning. If we're looking at the over under no handicap, it's going to be plus 8.5 though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but plus 8.5. And under or over, I would be going with the over 225.5. Pretty low, Well, let's take an advantage. I feel like they can score over that number. And okay, so let's go. Two more games left only for us to look at. It's going to be the Jazz. Utah Jazz. They're going to be the home team for this one. Timberwolves traveling to Utah. But I feel like, again, it's a shocker for you, but Jazz taking this. You know, I've been sometimes against Jazz, and I've actually sold. When it's obvious the Jazz should have lost, but Jazz still has Markkanen, and even if he has a bad night, I feel like those role players on his team sometimes just scoring each 20 points and getting that dub happens as well. So I feel like this could be the game. Minnesota Timberwolves. Uh, I thought they would play better this season. 6-4, not a bad record. They're still started, but Jazz home team, and I'm taking home team on this one, especially if Markkanen is playing. Don't see why he wouldn't be playing. So Jazz winning is going to be plus 7.5, and the handicap on the handicap, and now on the under over, I'm taking the under 234.5. And let's go right in the next game, the last game here for this NBA night. Okay, my Atlanta Hawks. Well, another disappointment for me as a Atlanta Hawks fan, because I'm taking Clippers on this one. I think this is the third game in a row that I'm taking a separate team. Atlanta Hawks played so great against the Lakers. But I feel like the record shows itself 5-5. They win, they lose, they win, they lose. It's not really like something that happens all the time. They're not keeping the streak up, And I feel like, especially now when it's an away game and they played yesterday, Los Angeles has had the upper hand here. Clippers winning. Sorry, of course I will be hoping on Atlanta, because I'm not betting on this. The bets, the ending bets, the serious bets, the real bets that we really focus on is in the end. But these are the predictions for maybe your clearance on your mind, But I feel like on this one, Clippers taken, but my heart's hope that Atlanta Hawks is taking this dub home. It's their home, but yeah, away team Atlanta played yesterday. Clippers win. Is going to be minus 4.5 as well, and 220 is a low under or over, but still I will be taking the unders. I love the unders so much, and I feel like yeah, Atlanta Hawks not gonna be that energetic, if they played yesterday already. And yeah, that's going to be about it, today. So that's my view on these games, and as well, let's go with the parlay now. Okay, the mass best parlay. You can place it in the parlay. You can place it in separate bets. You choose. You do what you gotta do. Now, first Pistons to win. Come on, Pistons gotta win. Washington Wizards, man. It's a pretty great pick. If you want to place in the parlay, it's going to just build a bigger prize money in the end for you. So business to win, pretty straightforward, pretty, I think obvious result. If something happens, boom, and Washington somehow comes up, but business winning it. I've seen how they played. I feel like they are the better team here. And Jalen Durant get plus 13 plus 5, 13 plus rebounds. Yep, this is a big one. Big 13 rebounds. But still, Jalen Duran, if I'm watching at the players who could take those rebounds in that game, who could be the biggest rebounders, I feel like Jalen Duran is one of them, if not the first big there. So, Jalen Duran, I'm taking it. I catch these rebounds. You know how I do with these players. And total points under 231.5. Charlotte Hornets, Lakers. Yep, why not? I feel like not a big scoring game against Dame there. Portland Trailblazers, total points under 117.5. Again, like, don't think they're gonna be scoring 120 or something more, so I'm taking the under on this one. They're playing the Magic. Don't feel like it's gonna be that big of scoring from their side at least. So that's going to be about it on this one. Thank you for watching. Wish you best of luck in next month's, next bets, place your bets, today's night. And thank you for subscribing, liking, keep up the work. And as well, I gotta place this in the end, my NBABets logo. Yep, keep liking, sharing, notice on, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. See ya. See ya.